Hello, dear friends, and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. As we begin, I'd love it if you could share in the comments where you're joining from and the time of day it is for you right now. It's always wonderful to witness people tuning in from across the world. Thank you as well to those who have already subscribed and shared their support by liking the videos. It helps more than you know. And please don't hesitate to leave your ideas or requests for future videos. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Understanding Tree Communication Basics. In the heart of a vibrant forest, towering trees stretch toward the sky, their branches a lush canopy that filters sunlight into a soft, dappled glow. Beneath the surface, a fascinating world thrives, an intricate network of roots, each one contributing to the life of the forest. Tree biology is a marvel of evolution, with each species adapted to its environment, from the majestic redwoods to the delicate birches. Roots extend far beyond simple anchors in the soil. They delve deep, seeking moisture and nutrients while also forming connections with one another. Imagine the vast underground labyrinth where roots intertwine like the threads of a finely woven fabric. This subterranean realm is not just a foundation, it is a bustling community. Trees do not stand alone, they exist as part of a complex web of life, intricately linked to their neighbors. The concept of communication among trees may seem foreign, yet it is a fundamental aspect of their existence. Trees utilize an array of mechanisms to share information, ensuring their survival and the health of the forest ecosystem. They communicate through chemical signals released into the air and soil, warning nearby trees of impending threats, such as insect infestations or diseases. This form of communication is vital, as it allows trees to prepare defenses, increasing their chance of survival. Consider the scenario of a tree under attack. When faced with an invasion of pests, it releases volatile organic compounds into the air. Nearby trees, sensing these chemical cues, begin to bolster their own defenses, producing toxins or other deterrents to ward off potential threats. This remarkable collaboration can mean the difference between life and death in the relentless struggle for survival. Moreover, trees communicate through their root systems, engaging with the fungi that inhabit the soil. This symbiotic relationship, known as mycorrhizal association, forms a vast underground network. Fungi extend their filaments, connecting tree roots to one another, allowing for the exchange of nutrients and information. Imagine a vast, interconnected community where trees share resources like water and essential minerals. The larger, more established trees often provide nourishment to younger saplings, fostering a sense of community and mutual support. The importance of communication in forest ecosystems cannot be overstated. It enhances resilience, enabling trees to adapt to changing environmental conditions. Forests are dynamic systems, subject to fluctuations in weather, soil quality, and the presence of pests. By communicating effectively, trees can collectively respond to these changes, ensuring the survival of their species and the health of their habitat. Such remarkable interactions among trees evoke wonder and respect for the natural world. The wisdom of trees is echoed in the words of the renowned biologist, Peter Wohlleben, who remarked, "Trees are social beings. They like to live in community, and they help each other." This notion challenges the traditional view of trees as solitary organisms, inviting us to reconsider our understanding of life in the forest. Imagine walking through a forest, surrounded by towering trees. Each one is not just a solitary entity, but a participant in a grand dialogue, exchanging information and support. This vibrant communication shapes the ecosystem, influencing everything from growth patterns to resilience against diseases. As we explore the depths of tree communication, it becomes evident that these interactions contribute to the overall health of forests, promoting biodiversity and enhancing the resilience of the ecosystem. Trees also play a crucial role in carbon sequestration, capturing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in their biomass. This process is vital in combating climate change, as forests act as significant carbon sinks. The delicate balance of this ecosystem is maintained through the intricate web of communication among trees. When a forest thrives, it not only benefits the trees themselves, but also the myriad life forms that depend on it: birds, insects, mammals, and fungi. Each organism plays a role, contributing to the harmony of the environment. In the grand narrative of nature, trees stand as wise old sentinels, silently communicating and nurturing their surroundings. They remind us of the interconnectedness of all living things, urging us to appreciate the subtle exchanges that occur beneath the surface. As we immerse ourselves in the understanding of tree communication, we uncover a world rich with complexity and beauty, a testament to the resilience of life on Earth. The more we learn about these interactions, the more we realize the importance of preserving our forests. Deforestation and environmental degradation pose significant threats, disrupting the delicate balance of communication among trees. As we witness the loss of these vital ecosystems, we must acknowledge the consequences that ripple through the forest and beyond. Imagine a world devoid of the lush forests that breathe life into our planet. The silence of a tree without its network of communication would be deafening. It is within this context that we begin to grasp the importance of protecting our natural world, ensuring that the dialogue among trees continues for generations to come. As we venture deeper into the realm of tree communication, we will uncover the diverse mechanisms trees employ to share information. From chemical signals to the intricate mycorrhizal networks, each form of communication reveals the complexity of life within the forest. The stories of remarkable individuals in the field will further illuminate this captivating subject, showcasing the ongoing research and discoveries that continue to reshape our understanding of tree life. Through this exploration, we will come to appreciate the wisdom that trees impart, not only about their own survival, but about the interconnectedness of all life. The forest is a living testament to the power of communication, a reminder that even the quietest voices can resonate throughout the ages. So, let us embark on this journey together, opening our hearts and minds to the wonders of tree communication and the profound lessons it holds for us all. The mechanisms of tree communication extend beyond the release of chemical signals and mycorrhizal connections. Trees also engage in a fascinating form of communication through sound. Imagine standing quietly in a forest, surrounded by the rustling of leaves and the gentle creaking of branches. What if I told you that beneath this symphony lies a hidden dialogue? Recent studies have shown that trees can produce low-frequency sounds, often referred to as root vibrations. These vibrations travel through the soil and can be sensed by neighboring trees. This acoustic communication is an emerging field of research, revealing yet another layer of complexity in the interactions among trees. What messages might they be conveying in the depths of the earth, where our human ears cannot hear? Perhaps they share warnings, or even coordinate growth patterns in response to environmental changes. Consider the work of scientists like David Haskell, who have delved into the auditory world of trees. Haskell notes that the forest speaks in many tongues, and we can learn to listen. This idea invites us to explore the subtleties of tree communication, urging us to attune our senses to the unspoken exchanges that shape the forest's health. As we ponder the sounds of the forest, we must also recognize the role of trees in facilitating communication among other species. For instance, trees provide habitats for countless organisms, including birds and insects, which, in turn, contribute to the forest ecosystem. The presence of specific tree species can attract particular fauna, creating a web of interactions that enhances biodiversity. Imagine a solitary oak tree, its sturdy branches cradling nests of songbirds. The melodies of these birds not only enrich the forest, but also serve as indicators of the tree's health and vitality. Trees have developed intricate relationships with insects, employing various strategies to communicate with them. Some trees release specific scents to attract pollinators, while others emit distress signals when under attack by herbivores. These chemical cues can summon predatory insects that prey on the pests threatening the trees. This remarkable interplay exemplifies how trees are not passive entities. They actively shape their environment and engage in a dialogue with the creatures that inhabit it. The role of trees in communication extends to their interactions with humans as well. Indigenous cultures around the world have long recognized the wisdom of trees, often considering them sacred beings. They understand that trees possess knowledge cultivated over centuries, a living history of their ecosystems. As the anthropologist Robin Wall Kimmerer beautifully articulated, if we listen carefully, we can hear the stories of trees. This relationship between humans and trees is essential for fostering stewardship of the natural world. By embracing and honoring the communication that occurs within forests, we can develop a deeper understanding of our place within this intricate tapestry of life. Imagine a world where we actively engage with the messages trees convey, allowing their wisdom to guide our actions and decisions. As we explore the importance of communication among trees, it is vital to recognize the impact of environmental changes on these interactions. Climate change poses significant challenges, altering the delicate balance within forest ecosystems. Trees must adapt to shifting weather patterns, increased pests, and changing soil conditions. The ability to communicate effectively becomes paramount in this context, as trees must share information about these changes with their neighbors to collectively respond and survive. Research has shown that trees are capable of altering their chemical signals in response to stressors, demonstrating an extraordinary adaptability. This resilience, however, is not limitless. The continued disruption of their communication networks can weaken the forest, making it more vulnerable to diseases and infestations. Thus, understanding tree communication is crucial for conservation efforts, as it allows us to protect and preserve these vital ecosystems. Imagine walking through a forest that has been carefully nurtured and protected, where the trees stand tall and proud, their branches intertwined in a harmonious embrace. In this thriving ecosystem, communication flows freely, enabling trees to share resources and respond to challenges together. The beauty of such a landscape is a testament to the power of collaboration, reminding us of the importance of preserving the delicate balance of life. As we delve further into the fascinating world of tree communication, we will encounter extraordinary individuals who have dedicated their lives to understanding these remarkable beings. Scientists like Susan Simard have pioneered research on tree communication, uncovering the hidden networks that connect trees in profound ways. Simard's work has revealed that trees can recognize their kin and preferentially support them through nutrient sharing. This finding not only challenges our perceptions of competition in nature, but also highlights the depth of cooperation among trees. What stories do the trees whisper to one another in their silent gatherings? As we ponder this question, we realize that the knowledge they possess is not merely about survival. It is about thriving together, fostering a sense of community that extends beyond individual lives. Each tree, each connection, contributes to the resilience of the entire forest, echoing the importance of unity in our own lives. The rich tapestry of tree communication invites us to reflect on our relationships with one another and the environment. As we become more attuned to the subtle exchanges in the natural world, we may find ourselves inspired to foster connections in our own communities. In a world that often seems disconnected, the lessons of trees remind us of the power of collaboration, empathy, and understanding. As we continue our exploration, we will uncover more about the fascinating ways trees communicate and the implications for the ecosystems they inhabit. The stories of trees are not just about biology. They are narratives of resilience, cooperation, and interconnectedness that transcend the boundaries of species. Step by step, we will deepen our understanding of these remarkable interactions, illuminating the importance of trees in sustaining life on our planet and the urgent need to protect their voices for future generations. Chapter 2: Exploring Mycorrhizal Networks. In the depths of the forest, beneath the surface where light dims and the rich scent of earth rises, lies a hidden world that is both intricate and vital. This world is populated by mycorrhizal fungi, remarkable organisms that form symbiotic relationships with the roots of trees and other plants. These fungi, often unseen, play a pivotal role in the health and sustainability of forest ecosystems. Mycorrhizal fungi, in their various forms, extend the reach of plant roots, forming a vast network that connects individual trees and facilitates a remarkable exchange of nutrients. To fully appreciate the role of mycorrhizal fungi, one must first understand their definition and function. Mycorrhizae, which literally means fungus roots, are associations between fungal hyphae and plant roots. This partnership allows trees to access nutrients that would otherwise be out of reach. The fungi extend their hyphae far beyond the root system of the tree, reaching into the soil to absorb water and minerals. In return, the tree provides the fungi with carbohydrates produced through photosynthesis. This mutualistic relationship enhances the survival and growth of both partners. Imagine the trees as guardians of the forest, while the fungi serve as their diligent helpers, tirelessly working to ensure that the trees thrive. These mycorrhizal networks serve as the connective tissue of the forest. They link different trees, allowing for an exchange of resources that enhances the resilience of the entire ecosystem. Picture a sprawling community of trees, each one standing tall yet intricately linked beneath the earth. Through these networks, trees can share nutrients, such as nitrogen and phosphorus, which are essential for growth. They can even send distress signals to one another, a silent plea for help that resonates through the fungal highways. In this way, a tree in distress can receive support from its neighbors, ensuring not just its survival, but that of the entire community. It is a beautiful testament to the interconnectedness of life. Consider the words of renowned ecologist Susan Simard, who has profoundly studied these networks. She remarked, "The trees are communicating with each other, and they are sharing resources." This sharing is not merely an act of kindness, it is a strategy for survival. Trees that are connected through mycorrhizal networks can better withstand environmental stresses, such as drought or disease. As one tree absorbs water from the soil, it can share that precious resource with a neighboring tree that may be struggling. This cooperative behavior fosters resilience within the forest, creating a robust community capable of weathering the challenges of nature. The nutrient exchange facilitated by these mycorrhizal networks is nothing short of astonishing. Picture a tree, its leaves shimmering in the sunlight, energetically converting rays into life-giving sugars. While the tree thrives above ground, an equally vibrant world unfolds below. The fungi wrap around and penetrate the roots, forming structures that increase the surface area for absorption. This arrangement enables the tree to access nutrients that are otherwise locked away in the soil, inaccessible to the plant's roots alone. This exchange is particularly crucial for essential nutrients such as phosphorus, which is vital for root development and energy transfer within the plant. Phosphorus is often found in limited supply in the soil, making it a precious commodity for trees. Through their mycorrhizal partners, trees can tap into this nutrient source, enhancing their growth and stability. In turn, the fungi receive sugars that fuel their growth, completing a cycle of mutual benefit. Moreover, mycorrhizal networks also play a significant role in carbon cycling. As trees photosynthesize, they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and convert it into organic compounds. A portion of these compounds is transferred to the mycorrhizal fungi, which store carbon in the soil. This process not only benefits the trees, but also contributes to the sequestration of carbon, helping to mitigate climate change. It is a remarkable cycle where life and death intertwine, creating a sustainable system that supports both the forest and the planet. Imagine walking through a forest, the air crisp and filled with the earthy scent of damp soil. As you pause to take in the towering trees, consider the unseen connections that bind them together. Beneath your feet lies an expansive network of mycorrhizal fungi, working tirelessly to support the life around you. These networks can also extend beyond individual species, connecting different types of trees and plants, a phenomenon that highlights the intricate relationships found in nature. For example, Douglas firs and western hemlocks often share resources through mycorrhizal connections, demonstrating that the forest is not merely a collection of individual trees, but a complex community that thrives on cooperation. When one considers the implications of these connections, it raises questions about the very nature of forest ecosystems. How do these networks influence the biodiversity of a region? How do they affect the resilience of the forest in the face of climate change? Each connection made is a thread in the delicate fabric of life, enabling species to coalesce and support one another. The story of mycorrhizal networks is also a tale of discovery and exploration. Scientists like Simard have dedicated their lives to uncovering the mysteries of these underground networks, often encountering resistance from traditional views of plant competition. Yet, through persistence and innovative research methods, they have illuminated the profound significance of cooperation in nature. As we ponder the nature of these networks, we can appreciate the wisdom of nature's design. The forest operates as a collective, each species playing its part within a grander scheme. Through mycorrhizal networks, trees and fungi engage in a silent yet powerful dialogue. They share not only nutrients but also information, ensuring the survival of the whole. In this interconnected world, one can imagine the ancient trees whispering their secrets to the younger saplings through these networks. The wisdom of age flows through the roots, nurturing new life and fostering growth. It is a cycle that transcends generations, where the past informs the present, and together they shape the future of the forest. As we delve into the depths of these mycorrhizal networks, we begin to understand the intricate dance of life that unfolds beneath our feet. Each connection made is more than a simple exchange. It is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of nature. The forest thrives not only through individual strength, but through collective unity, reminding us that even the mightiest trees are stronger together. The beauty of mycorrhizal networks lies not only in their function, but in their ability to inspire a sense of wonder. They beckon us to consider the unseen forces that shape our world. Just as the trees reach for the sky, they are grounded by roots that extend deep into the earth, connecting them to a broader community. As we reflect upon this hidden world, we are invited to embrace the idea that everything is interconnected. The health of the forest depends on the cooperation between trees and fungi, a partnership that sustains life, fosters growth, and nurtures resilience. Each time we walk through a forest, we are reminded of the intricate relationships that thrive just below the surface, waiting to be discovered and appreciated. In this gentle embrace of nature's design, we find solace. The mycorrhizal networks serve as a reminder that we, too, are part of a larger ecosystem. Just as trees and fungi rely on one another for survival, we, as humans, are woven into the fabric of life, bound by our connections to each other and the world around us. As we traverse this hidden realm of mycorrhizal networks, it is essential to recognize the profound impact these connections have on the broader ecosystem. The exchange of nutrients and information among trees is not merely a local phenomenon. It reverberates throughout the forest, influencing soil health, biodiversity, and even the climate. Each interaction within these networks fosters a balance that sustains life, creating a harmonious environment where different species coexist. Imagine, if you will, the rich tapestry of life that exists in a single forest. Beyond the towering trees and delicate undergrowth, a microcosm thrives within the soil. Mycorrhizal fungi are not solitary beings. They are part of a larger community that includes bacteria, insects, and other microorganisms. Each plays a role in nutrient cycling, breaking down organic matter and releasing essential elements back into the soil. This intricate collaboration ensures that nutrients are readily available for the trees and plants that rely on them. Consider the wisdom of the natural world. In many ecosystems, the presence of diverse plant species enhances the effectiveness of mycorrhizal networks. When different species coexist, they create a mosaic of root systems that can tap into various nutrient sources, enhancing the overall productivity of the forest. This diversity allows for a more resilient ecosystem, capable of adapting to environmental changes and disturbances. Moreover, these mycorrhizal partnerships can influence the health of the soil itself. Healthy soils, enriched by the activity of fungi and other microorganisms, are critical for carbon storage and water retention. As mycorrhizal fungi break down organic material, they enhance soil structure, promoting aeration and moisture retention. This relationship is especially vital in times of drought, where the ability to hold water can mean the difference between survival and demise for many forest inhabitants. The effects of these networks extend to the animals that call the forest home as well. The rich diversity of plant life, nurtured by mycorrhizal fungi, provides food and habitat for insects, birds, and mammals. The forest becomes a vibrant community where each organism relies on the health of the others. It is a delicate balance, a reminder that every element within an ecosystem is interconnected. As we reflect on these connections, we might wonder how human activities impact mycorrhizal networks. Deforestation, pollution, and climate change pose significant threats to the delicate balance that has evolved over millennia. Disrupting these networks can have cascading effects, leading to diminished plant health, reduced biodiversity, and compromised ecosystem services. Yet, hope lies in our understanding and appreciation of these systems. By recognizing the importance of mycorrhizal networks, we can make informed decisions about land use and conservation. Protecting forests and promoting sustainable practices can help safeguard these vital connections, ensuring that they continue to thrive for generations to come. In the words of ecologist Richard Powers, the forest is not a collection of trees, it is a community. Each tree, each fungus, and each living organism contributes to the symphony of life within the forest. By nurturing these relationships, we honor the intricate web of life that sustains us all. Imagine walking through a thriving forest, where the air is filled with the sounds of life and the gentle rustle of leaves. Beneath your feet lies a network of mycorrhizal fungi, working diligently to support the community around you. In this moment, you become part of the story, a witness to the beauty of interconnectedness that defines our world. As we continue to explore the depths of mycorrhizal networks, we begin to appreciate not only the complexity of these systems, but also their elegance. They remind us that life is not merely a solitary journey, but a shared experience. Each tree and fungus contributes to the greater whole, weaving a narrative that transcends time and species. In this gentle embrace of nature's design, we find a source of inspiration. The resilience of the forest, supported by mycorrhizal networks, serves as a metaphor for our own lives. Just as trees thrive through cooperation, we too can find strength in our connections with others. Each relationship we nurture has the potential to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. As we delve deeper into the wonders of mycorrhizal networks, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities. The forest is a testament to the power of collaboration, a reminder that, together, we can overcome challenges and cultivate a flourishing ecosystem. Just as the mycorrhizal fungi work tirelessly beneath the surface, we too can make invisible contributions that foster growth and resilience in our communities. So let us walk with mindful awareness through the forests that surround us. Let us cherish the hidden connections that sustain life, recognizing that beneath the beauty of towering trees lies a world of cooperation and mutual support. In this interconnected web, we find not only solace, but also a profound understanding of our place within the natural world, where every thread is woven into the fabric of existence. Chapter 3: Sharing Nutrients Among Trees. In the quiet embrace of the forest, beneath the surface where roots intertwine and fungi flourish, a remarkable exchange takes place. Trees, with their sturdy trunks and leafy canopies, collaborate in a symphony of nutrient sharing that is fundamental to their growth and health. This phenomenon unfolds through their roots, which extend and connect not just to the soil, but to one another, forming an intricate network that goes far beyond mere survival. Imagine the roots of a towering oak stretching downward, weaving among the roots of neighboring saplings. These roots do not merely anchor the trees, they reach out with a purpose. Through a complex series of chemical signals and physical connections, trees are able to share vital nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. This sharing occurs through both direct root-to-root contact and the assistance of mycorrhizal fungi, as explored in the previous chapter. The fungi act as intermediaries, connecting multiple trees and allowing them to exchange resources in a seamless flow. Consider the role of root exudates, the substances released by roots into the soil. These exudates are like a language, rich with information and nutrients. They attract beneficial microorganisms while also signaling to other trees that resources are available. In this way, trees can communicate their needs and respond to the conditions of their environment. This sharing mechanism is especially vital during times of stress, such as drought or nutrient depletion. When one tree struggles, its neighbors may offer help, ensuring that the entire forest community remains resilient. The relationships formed within forest ecosystems are often mutualistic, where all parties benefit. For instance, certain tree species, like willows and poplars, are known to engage in nurturing behaviors. They can send excess nutrients to younger or weaker trees nearby, fostering a supportive environment that enhances overall forest health. This kind of cooperation raises an intriguing question: how do trees know when another is in need? It seems that these living giants have developed a sophisticated awareness of their surroundings, responding to the subtle cues of their neighbors. One outstanding example of this phenomenon is found in the work of Dr. Susan Simard, a pioneer in understanding tree communication and cooperation. Dr. Simard's research has revealed that trees are capable of recognizing their kin through root connections, preferentially sharing resources with related individuals. She has beautifully articulated this connection, noting, trees can communicate and share resources with their neighbors, ensuring the entire forest can thrive. Such insights shed light on the depth of relationships that exist within these communities, emphasizing the importance of cooperation over competition. As trees share nutrients, the impact on their health and growth is profound. Stronger, more resilient trees can withstand pests, diseases, and environmental stresses more effectively. This nutrient exchange creates a buffer, allowing the forest to adapt and thrive despite changing conditions. Imagine a forest where every tree acts as both a supporter and a beneficiary, creating a collective strength that enhances the vitality of all its members. In addition to direct nutrient sharing, trees can also influence the soil composition around them. Through their root systems, they can alter the pH levels and nutrient availability, making the environment more conducive for other species. For instance, nitrogen-fixing trees, such as alder, enrich the soil with nitrogen, benefiting surrounding plants. This process illustrates the interconnectedness of life in the forest, where the actions of one species can uplift an entire community. The cooperation among trees extends beyond just nutrient sharing. It can also influence seedling establishment and survival. In areas where mature trees are present, seedlings often fare better due to the enriched environment created by their elder counterparts. The shade provided by tall trees can protect young plants from harsh sunlight, while the nutrient-rich soil nurtured by the root systems of established trees creates a more hospitable area for growth. Picture a young sapling emerging from the forest floor, its leaves unfurling toward the light. It draws sustenance not only from the soil, but also from the nurturing network of roots that surrounds it. This delicate balance is essential for the survival of new generations, ensuring that the forest continues to flourish. Moreover, the timing of nutrient sharing is crucial. Trees can sense seasonal changes and respond accordingly. In spring, as the days grow longer and warmer, trees awaken from their winter slumber, initiating a flurry of activity. The roots begin to reach out, seeking the nutrients that will fuel new growth. In this period, trees may engage in a heightened exchange of resources, preparing for the challenges of the growing season ahead. The phenomenon of nutrient sharing is not limited to trees alone. It extends to the broader ecosystem, including the myriad of organisms that inhabit the forest floor. Small mammals, insects, and other plants also benefit from the rich tapestry of connections that trees forge. This further illustrates the idea that forests are not isolated entities, but rather interconnected communities, each playing a vital role in the health and sustainability of the whole. As we contemplate the intricate relationships that unfold within the forest, it is essential to remember the role of human influence. Deforestation and land development disrupt these delicate networks, leading to a breakdown in communication and nutrient sharing. The consequences of such actions can be significant, affecting not only the trees themselves, but also the myriad of life forms that depend on them. Restoring these ecosystems requires a deep understanding of the connections that exist within them. Encouraging practices that support tree health and promote biodiversity can help reestablish these vital networks. Imagine walking through a restored forest, where the air is thick with the scent of earth and life, and every tree stands tall, connected to its neighbors in a harmonious embrace. In this exploration of nutrient sharing, we uncover not only the mechanisms that sustain trees, but also the profound wisdom inherent in their relationships. The forest teaches us the importance of community, resilience, and the power of connectivity. As we observe these towering giants, we can draw inspiration from their ability to nurture one another, reminding us of our own interconnectedness in the web of life. The health and growth of trees are intricately linked to their capacity to share nutrients. This exchange fosters a vibrant ecosystem, allowing forests to flourish and adapt through the challenges of time. The next time you find yourself beneath the canopy of trees, take a moment to appreciate the unseen connections that pulse beneath your feet, a hidden world of cooperation and support that sustains the beauty and life of the forest. As we journey deeper into the forest's nurturing embrace, we can further explore the mechanisms by which trees share nutrients through their roots. Beneath the soil, roots not only serve as anchors, but also as conduits of life, each one playing a pivotal role in the shared existence of the ecosystem. Through the phenomenon of root grafting, trees can physically connect with one another, allowing them to share resources more directly. In these instances, the roots of neighboring trees intertwine and fuse, creating a living bridge that facilitates the transfer of water and nutrients. This remarkable ability raises an intriguing question: how do trees decide whom to connect with? Consider the evidence that suggests trees may preferentially graft with their kin, enhancing the survival of related individuals. This instinctive behavior fosters a familial bond that can resonate through generations, ensuring the continuation of shared genetic traits. The resulting connections not only strengthen the individual trees, but also the forest as a whole. It is a poignant reminder of the natural alliances that exist in the wild, where the survival of one reinforces the resilience of many. In this interconnected realm, mutualistic relationships flourish, exemplified by the partnerships between trees and various organisms. For instance, certain species of trees, such as the black walnut, have been observed to produce chemicals that can inhibit the growth of nearby plants that compete for resources. This phenomenon, known as allelopathy, may appear to contradict the spirit of cooperation found in nutrient sharing. Yet, it serves a purpose in maintaining balance within the ecosystem. Trees must compete for sunlight and space while also fostering relationships that enhance their survival. This duality highlights the intricacies of forest dynamics, where competition and cooperation coexist in a delicate equilibrium. The impact of nutrient sharing on tree health and growth is profound. When trees engage in these exchanges, they not only bolster their own vitality, but also enrich the surrounding environment. Imagine the thriving beauty of a forest where every tree stands tall, nourished by the generosity of its neighbors. This shared abundance creates a resilient ecosystem, capable of weathering storms, droughts, and pests. Trees that participate in nutrient sharing often exhibit enhanced growth rates, more robust foliage, and improved reproductive success, further contributing to the overall diversity of the forest. Consider the role of tree diversity in promoting a healthy forest. A diverse array of species can enhance nutrient sharing capabilities. Different trees have varying nutrient needs, and their unique root systems interact with the soil in distinct ways. This diversity allows for a richer exchange of resources, as each species contributes to the communal pool of nutrients. The presence of nitrogen-fixing trees, for example, can improve soil quality for neighboring species, creating a more hospitable environment for all. This interconnected web of life showcases the importance of preserving biodiversity, as it is this very diversity that nurtures the forest's strength. As we reflect on these remarkable relationships, it is essential to consider the role of environmental factors. Seasonal changes, soil composition, and even climate can affect how trees share nutrients. For instance, during periods of drought, trees may signal their neighbors about the scarcity of resources, prompting a surge of nutrient sharing to ensure collective survival. This responsiveness to environmental conditions demonstrates the adaptability of trees and their ability to cooperate for the greater good. Moreover, the impact of human activity on these natural systems cannot be overlooked. Deforestation and land development disrupt the intricate networks trees have formed, threatening the delicate balance of nutrient sharing. When we remove trees, we are not only affecting the individual species, but also the entire ecosystem that relies on these connections. The loss of these relationships can lead to diminished soil health, reduced biodiversity, and weakened resilience against environmental changes. Restoration efforts can help to mend these broken networks. By reintroducing native tree species and fostering biodiversity, we can encourage the revival of nutrient-sharing practices. Picture a landscape being transformed by the planting of diverse trees, their roots reaching out to reconnect with the soil and with one another. Over time, these young saplings will grow tall, forming a vibrant community that breathes life back into the forest. The stories of outstanding individuals also inspire these restoration efforts. Consider the work of renowned environmentalists and ecologists who have dedicated their lives to understanding and preserving forest ecosystems. Their research and passion serve as a guiding light, illuminating the importance of nurturing our natural world. Through education and advocacy, they inspire communities to recognize the value of trees, not just as resources, but as vital partners in our shared environment. As we immerse ourselves in the wonders of nutrient sharing among trees, we begin to understand the breadth of life that thrives within the forest. It is a world filled with cooperation, resilience, and an unwavering connection to one another. This intricate network of support is more than just a survival strategy. It is a testament to the profound wisdom embedded in the natural world. The next time you find yourself wandering through a forest, take a moment to feel the gentle rustle of leaves overhead and the soft earth beneath your feet. Imagine the unseen world of roots and fungi, the silent conversations taking place beneath the surface. Every tree you see is part of a larger community, a living testament to the power of sharing and interconnectedness that sustains life in all its forms. Chapter 4: Warning Signals, Threat Detection in Trees. In the quiet recesses of the forest, where sunlight filters through the leaves, trees stand vigilant, not just as silent sentinels, but as proactive guardians of their own existence. They are equipped with remarkable mechanisms to detect threats, responding to dangers such as pests and diseases with an intricate system of alerts that echo through the woodland. This is a world where perception goes beyond the human senses, a realm where trees possess their own forms of awareness. Imagine the scene. A tree, strong and steadfast, suddenly senses the presence of an invading pest. How does it know? The answer lies in the delicate balance of chemical signaling. Trees have developed the ability to detect changes in their environment through various signals, including volatile organic compounds. When a tree is under attack, it releases these compounds into the surrounding air, a chemical alarm that warns nearby trees to bolster their defenses. The neighboring trees, in turn, can prepare themselves, activating their own protective mechanisms, such as producing bitter-tasting compounds to deter herbivores or increasing the production of defensive proteins. One of the most fascinating aspects of this process is the role of root systems in communication. Beneath the forest floor, roots extend like the threads of a delicate web, connecting trees not just to the soil but to each other. Through these roots, trees can share information about threats in their vicinity. When a tree experiences stress, its roots release specific chemical signals that travel through the soil, reaching neighboring trees and alerting them to potential danger. This underground communication network is a testament to the interconnectedness of life in the forest, a system that ensures collective survival. Consider the research conducted on the interactions between Douglas firs and their neighbors. In one instance, scientists observed that when Douglas firs were attacked by bark beetles, they emitted a unique blend of chemicals. These emissions did not just serve as a warning, they prompted neighboring trees to initiate their own defense responses. In this way, the trees acted collectively, reinforcing their resilience against a common enemy. As we delve deeper into this subject, we encounter the concept of allelopathy, a natural phenomenon where trees and plants release chemicals into the environment that can inhibit the growth of competing species and even pathogens. Imagine the power of a tree that can not only defend itself, but also influence its surroundings to create a more favorable environment. This is not mere survival. It is an active engagement in fostering a thriving ecosystem. In times of environmental stress, such as drought or extreme temperatures, trees also exhibit remarkable responses. They can detect changes in soil moisture and air temperature, adjusting their physiological processes accordingly. This adaptability is crucial for survival. For instance, some trees will close their stomata, the tiny openings on leaves, to conserve water during dry spells. Others might alter their root growth patterns, extending deeper into the soil in search of moisture. Case studies abound that illustrate these remarkable adaptations. In one notable example, researchers studied the response of aspen trees to drought conditions. They found that these trees could signal neighboring aspen to prepare for impending water shortages by altering their root systems and chemical signals. The trees seemed to share their experiences, creating a collective memory that enhanced their resilience to future droughts. But what happens when the threat comes from within, such as disease? Trees have evolved an impressive range of responses to pathogens, employing both chemical defenses and physical barriers. When faced with infection, a tree might produce a surge of phenolic compounds, which not only help to fight the pathogen, but can also be communicated to surrounding trees. This shared knowledge allows the entire grove to ramp up its defenses, creating a unified front against the invading disease. The case of the American chestnut tree offers a poignant example. Once a dominant species in North American forests, the chestnut was devastated by a fungal blight. However, some remaining trees have shown remarkable resistance, likely due to their ability to communicate and share any genetic adaptations that enhance their survival against the blight. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, these trees persist, embodying the resilience of life. Consider the words of ecologist Susan Simard, who has dedicated much of her career to understanding tree communication. She eloquently described this phenomenon, stating that trees are social beings. They share information and resources, collaborating to withstand challenges. This shared experience among trees is not merely an instinct. It reflects a sophisticated form of intelligence that we are only beginning to understand. Trees also utilize their bark and leaves as additional forms of communication. When a tree is wounded, it can emit certain signals through these surfaces, alerting others to potential threats. This release can trigger a cascade of defensive reactions in neighboring trees, leading to a synchronized effort to fend off danger. Imagine standing in a forest and sensing the urgency of life around you. The trees are not just passive observers, they are actively involved in a dialogue with one another. In the context of human experiences, we often overlook the complexity of life surrounding us. Yet, as we explore the lives of trees, we find a wealth of knowledge encoded in their interactions. The forest is a living entity, continuously evolving and adapting. It reminds us that resilience is a shared journey, wherein each member plays a role in the survival of the collective. The study of tree communication and threat detection opens a window into understanding the ecological balance of our planet. It emphasizes the importance of biodiversity, illustrating how interconnected systems can lead to enhanced resilience. When we recognize the intricate relationships that exist within forests, we begin to appreciate the profound wisdom of nature. As trees respond to their environment, they remind us of the delicate interplay of life. Their ability to detect threats and communicate effectively serves as a call to action for us as guardians of this planet. We must learn from their resilience, understanding that our survival is intertwined with the well-being of the natural world. Trees, in their quiet strength, teach us invaluable lessons about community, resourcefulness, and the power of connections. In their realm, every rustle of leaves, every whisper of roots, speaks of a life dedicated to thriving even amidst adversity. The forest is not just a backdrop, but a living testament to the wonders of adaptation and cooperation. Imagine wandering through a grove of ancient trees, each one a witness to the trials and triumphs of countless seasons. Picture their roots entwined beneath the earth, a secret network of communication and support. Each tree stands as a symbol of endurance, a reminder that life persists in the face of challenges. As we explore the intricate world of trees and their remarkable capabilities, we begin to see the forest not just as a collection of individual organisms, but as a vibrant community living in harmony. In this remarkable web of life, trees not only act as individual entities, but also as interconnected members of a rich ecosystem. Their ability to detect and respond to threats is augmented by their intricate relationships with various organisms. For instance, consider the role of beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings. When trees are under stress from pests, they can release specific compounds that attract these natural predators, effectively calling for reinforcements. Imagine a tree, its leaves fluttering gently in the breeze, sending out signals that summon these guardians to battle the encroaching invaders. This proactive defense mechanism highlights a fascinating aspect of tree behavior, an innate understanding of their role within the larger ecological community. The cooperation extends beyond mere survival. It is a fundamental strategy for thriving in an environment fraught with challenges. The tree's ability to attract these allies is akin to a sentinel raising a flag to signal help, a demonstration of nature's profound interconnectedness. To further illustrate this concept, let us explore the phenomenon of crown shyness. This intriguing behavior occurs when the uppermost branches of trees avoid touching each other, creating a series of gaps in the canopy. While this might seem like a simple act of avoidance, researchers suggest that it may serve a greater purpose. By maintaining space, trees can reduce the spread of disease among themselves and minimize competition for sunlight. Picture a serene canopy where each tree's branches sway gently in unison, a testament to their unspoken agreement to coexist harmoniously. This behavior embodies the wisdom of nature, where the survival of the individual enhances the welfare of the collective. As we consider the responses of trees to environmental stress, it is important to recognize their remarkable adaptability. When faced with drought, trees can adjust their water usage through a phenomenon known as hydraulic redistribution. This process allows them to draw moisture from deeper soil layers and redistribute it to surface roots, ensuring that they remain hydrated even during prolonged dry spells. Imagine the roots reaching out, like fingers seeking sustenance in the depths of the earth, mindful of the collective need for water. This ability to share resources not only sustains the individual tree, but also fortifies the entire community. Case studies demonstrate the extent of this adaptability. Research has shown that trees such as the eastern white pine can regulate their transpiration rates in response to changing environmental conditions. By modulating the opening and closing of their stomata based on moisture availability, these trees can conserve water while still allowing for gas exchange. This remarkable balance between necessity and restraint exemplifies the intricate dance of survival that trees perform daily. In addition to environmental pressures, trees also face microbial threats. The presence of pathogenic fungi can pose significant risks to their health. However, trees have evolved sophisticated methods to combat these invaders, often employing a process known as systemic acquired resistance. When a tree is attacked by a pathogen, it can trigger a series of biochemical changes that enhance its defenses, creating an internal state of heightened awareness throughout the tree. Imagine a fortress preparing for an impending siege, fortifying its walls and reinforcing its defenses. This internal readiness ensures that if the pathogen attempts to invade again, the tree is prepared to mount a formidable defense. The fascinating case of the whitebark pine serves as an example of this adaptive resilience. In certain regions, these trees have developed a unique relationship with Clark's nutcracker, a bird that plays a critical role in their reproductive success. The nutcracker feeds on the seeds of the whitebark pine, but in doing so, inadvertently assists in the tree's reproduction by burying seeds that may later germinate into new saplings. This mutualistic relationship illustrates how trees can find allies even in the face of adversity, turning potential threats into opportunities for growth and regeneration. As we observe these interactions, it becomes evident that trees are not merely passive entities reacting to their environment. Instead, they are dynamic participants in an intricate web of life. Their ability to detect threats, communicate with one another, and adapt to changing conditions reveals a level of intelligence and awareness that is both humbling and inspiring. Consider the implications of these findings. What if we viewed the forest not just as a collection of trees and flora, but as a living, breathing organism? Every rustle of leaves, every shift of branches, speaks of a vibrant community working together to thrive. Trees, in their quiet strength, remind us of the power of collaboration and the importance of nurturing connections. In the midst of our bustling lives, it is essential to pause and reflect on the lessons offered by these stalwart beings. They teach us about resilience, adaptability, and the profound significance of community. Each tree stands as a monument to survival, whispering stories of triumph and endurance, beckoning us to listen and learn. As we continue to unravel the complexities of tree communication and their responses to threats, we can only marvel at the depth of their existence. The forest, with its myriad interactions and relationships, invites us to explore further, revealing secrets that have lain hidden for centuries. In this journey, we not only gain insight into the lives of trees, but also a deeper understanding of our own place within the natural world. What if we could carry these lessons into our daily lives, embracing the spirit of cooperation and resilience embodied by trees? The wisdom of the forest offers a path toward a more harmonious existence, reminding us that we are all interconnected, sharing this beautiful planet together. Chapter 5: Benefits of Tree Communication for Biodiversity. In the heart of the forest, where sunlight filters gently through the leaves, trees engage in a sophisticated form of communication that supports a vibrant tapestry of life. This intricate dialogue is not merely for individual survival. It plays a crucial role in fostering a rich biodiversity that thrives within these green giants. When trees share information, they create a nurturing environment for numerous species, from the smallest fungi to the largest mammals. The interconnectedness among trees facilitates a harmonious balance, allowing diverse organisms to flourish. Consider the vast network of mycorrhizal fungi that intertwine with tree roots, as explored in earlier chapters. These fungi act as conduits, facilitating the exchange of nutrients and information. Through this partnership, trees not only sustain themselves, but also support a plethora of species that depend on them. The health of the forest is intricately linked to the health of its inhabitants. A thriving forest can host a multitude of species, each playing a unique role in the ecosystem. It is a vivid reminder of how cooperation among trees fosters a resilient environment. Imagine stepping into a well-communicating forest, where the air is alive with the rustle of leaves and the calls of birds. In such places, the diversity of life is striking. The trees share nutrients and send warning signals, creating a space where life can thrive in abundance. This system of communication enhances ecosystem resilience, allowing forests to withstand challenges posed by climate change, disease, and invasive species. A resilient forest is not merely a collection of trees. It is a vibrant community that supports a multitude of life forms, each intricately connected to the other. The intricate communication among trees also plays a pivotal role in enhancing ecosystem resilience. When faced with environmental stressors, connected trees can respond collectively, strengthening their defenses against threats. For instance, when a section of the forest is under attack by pests, the trees can send chemical signals through the air and the soil. These signals alert neighboring trees to prepare themselves, bolstering their defenses in anticipation of the incoming threat. This proactive response not only protects individual trees, but also safeguards the entire forest. Take the case of the black walnut tree, which produces a chemical called juglone. This compound is released into the soil and air, serving as a deterrent to certain plants and pests. However, it also signals to nearby trees that they may need to ramp up their own defense mechanisms. This form of communication is a powerful example of how trees work together to maintain a delicate balance within their ecosystem. Each tree contributes to the health of the whole, creating a resilient system capable of withstanding external pressures. The benefits of tree communication extend beyond survival. They foster an environment where biodiversity can thrive. In forests with strong communication networks, one can find a rich tapestry of life forms. The trees provide habitat and sustenance for countless organisms. Birds nest among the branches, insects find sanctuary in the bark, and small mammals scurry through the underbrush, all supported by the towering giants above. Each of these species plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystem. Take, for example, the old-growth forests of the Pacific Northwest. These ancient woodlands are renowned for their biodiversity, hosting a plethora of species, from towering Douglas firs to vibrant understory plants. The trees in these forests communicate seamlessly, sharing nutrients and information that allow this vast community to thrive. The intricate relationships among the species create a resilient ecosystem, one that can adapt to the changing conditions of the world around it. It serves as a testament to the power of tree communication in supporting life. In well-communicating forests, we observe not just survival but a flourishing of life. Species that rely on trees for sustenance, such as squirrels, deer, and various birds, benefit from the tree's ability to share resources. The canopy provides shelter and food, while the forest floor teems with life, nourished by the fallen leaves and decaying wood. This cycle of life, supported by tree communication, ensures that the forest remains a vibrant and dynamic ecosystem. Moreover, tree communication has been observed to contribute to the health of the soil itself. As trees share nutrients with one another, they also enhance the microbial communities in the soil, fostering a diverse array of microorganisms that are essential for nutrient cycling. These microorganisms break down organic matter, releasing vital nutrients that trees and other plants depend on for growth. This interconnectedness illustrates how tree communication benefits not only the trees themselves, but also the entire ecosystem. The story of the aspen groves in North America provides a vivid example of the benefits of tree communication for biodiversity. Aspens often grow in clonal colonies, where a single root system supports multiple trees. This genetic connection allows the trees to communicate effectively, sharing resources and information. When one tree in the grove is threatened, the others can respond, enhancing the resilience of the entire colony. These groves serve as vital habitats for numerous species, including birds, insects, and mammals, all of whom rely on the interconnectedness of the trees for survival. As we reflect on the role of tree communication in supporting biodiversity, it becomes clear that these interactions are vital not only for the trees themselves, but for the myriad species that call the forest home. The rich tapestry of life woven through these interactions creates a resilient and thriving ecosystem. Each tree, through its unique form of communication, contributes to the overall harmony of the forest, reinforcing the idea that life thrives best in communities where cooperation and connection are prioritized. In conclusion, the benefits of tree communication extend far beyond the individual. They foster biodiversity and resilience in the face of environmental challenges. The interconnectedness among trees creates a nurturing environment where countless species can flourish. As we delve deeper into this beautiful world, we can appreciate the profound impact of tree communication on the health and vitality of ecosystems around the globe. The forest stands not just as a collection of trees, but as a vibrant community, alive with possibilities, where every whisper of the leaves tells a story of life, connection, and resilience. In the delicate interplay of the forest ecosystem, the communication among trees is not merely a survival strategy, but a catalyst for promoting biodiversity. When trees engage in this silent exchange, they do so with the understanding that their well-being is intertwined with that of countless other species. Imagine a forest where the trees stand as towering sentinels, their roots entwined beneath the surface like a vast underground network of friendships. This interconnectedness nurtures an environment where diverse species can flourish, each benefiting from the relationships formed within this green realm. The resilience of ecosystems is significantly enhanced when trees establish strong communication networks. Connected trees do not only respond to threats, they also share resources that bolster their collective strength. For instance, when one tree absorbs nutrients from the soil, it can send excess resources back through its roots, enriching the surrounding community. This cooperative behavior creates a thriving environment, allowing various species to coexist and thrive. Consider the vibrant undergrowth of a healthy forest, teeming with life. Here, the interplay between trees and other organisms is palpable. The mushrooms that sprout from decaying wood enrich the soil, while the fallen leaves create a nutrient-rich layer that supports a myriad of life. In this lush habitat, trees provide not just shelter, but also sustenance for insects, birds, and mammals. These interactions illustrate how the communication among trees fosters a dynamic community that supports diverse species. The importance of tree communication in boosting ecosystem resilience becomes even more evident during challenging times. When faced with drought or disease, trees within a connected network can share water and nutrients, ensuring that even the most vulnerable members of the community survive. This solidarity among trees creates a buffer against environmental stressors, allowing the forest to maintain its integrity. A compelling example can be found in the rich forests of temperate zones, where species such as oaks, beeches, and maples coexist. In these ecosystems, trees can communicate their needs and responses to one another, creating a symbiotic relationship that benefits not only themselves, but also the myriad of species that depend on them. For instance, the presence of oak trees can significantly influence the diversity of bird populations. Their acorns provide food for various birds, while the tree's ability to share nutrients supports the health of the entire ecosystem. Imagine the symphony of life in a forest where trees engage in this silent communication. The rustle of leaves is not just the wind, it is a conversation, a gentle murmur of trees sharing their secrets with one another. The interconnected roots and shared nutrients create a foundation for life, where each species plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. This vibrant interaction ensures that biodiversity is not only preserved, but thrives, offering sanctuary to creatures large and small. The forests of the Amazon rainforest provide a striking illustration of how well-communicating trees can enhance biodiversity. This biome, known for its staggering variety of species, is home to trees that engage in complex networks of communication. They share resources and respond to environmental changes collectively. When a tree in this vast expanse faces a threat, it sends out signals that can reach its neighbors, prompting them to fortify their defenses. The result is a dynamic system where a single tree's health can impact the entire forest community, supporting a wealth of life forms. In these thriving forests, we find not only trees, but also the myriad of creatures that call them home. The vibrant colors of tropical birds, the playful movements of monkeys, and the gentle rustle of insects all contribute to the rich biodiversity sustained by tree communication. The trees create a microcosm of life, where each element is interconnected, forming a resilient ecosystem that can withstand the tests of time. As we reflect on the significance of tree communication in promoting biodiversity, the stories of individual species come to the forefront. Consider the role of pollinators, such as bees and butterflies, which rely on flowering trees for sustenance. These trees, through their interconnectedness, can create a rich tapestry of blooms that attract a variety of pollinators, ensuring the continuation of plant species and the health of the ecosystem. In well-communicating forests, the diversity of life is a testament to the power of cooperation and connection. Each tree, through its unique form of communication, contributes to a vibrant community. The mutual support among trees is echoed throughout the forest, fostering an environment where life can not only survive but thrive in abundance. Realizing the interconnectedness of trees and their role in supporting biodiversity prompts us to think about the broader implications for conservation efforts. How can we protect these vital communication networks to ensure the health of our forests? As stewards of the earth, we have a responsibility to recognize the importance of preserving these ecosystems, understanding that the fate of trees is inextricably linked to the myriad of species that depend on them. The more we learn about tree communication, the clearer it becomes that our forests are not simply collections of trees, but vibrant communities alive with interaction and support. Each whisper of the wind through the leaves tells a story of life, resilience, and interconnectedness. Through protecting and nurturing these relationships, we can help ensure that future generations inherit a world rich in biodiversity and vitality, where the beauty of nature continues to flourish. In the end, the story of tree communication is a reminder that life thrives best in communities that prioritize cooperation. As we explore deeper into the wonder of forests, we can embrace the idea that every tree, every creature, and every whisper contributes to the symphony of life, creating a harmonious balance that sustains the rich biodiversity of our planet. Chapter 6: The Role of Tree Age and Size in Communication. In the enchanting realm of the forest, the age and size of trees play pivotal roles in the intricate web of communication that permeates this vibrant ecosystem. As trees grow older and larger, they become not just towering sentinels of their surroundings, but also vital hubs within the network of life. Imagine standing before a majestic, ancient oak, its gnarled trunk thick with the stories of centuries. Each ring within its core marks a passage of time, a testament to resilience and adaptation. These older trees possess a wealth of knowledge about their environment, accumulated through decades of experience. Their sheer size allows them to influence the dynamics of the forest in profound ways. Older trees, often referred to as mother trees, serve as the central figures in this complex network of communication. They are not merely passive entities. Rather, they actively engage in the dynamics of the forest community. A mother tree can extend its roots deep into the earth and connect with the mycorrhizal networks we have explored, forming partnerships with fungi that weave through the soil like invisible threads. Through these connections, they can share vital nutrients and information with neighboring plants. Picture the mother tree, its branches reaching out like open arms, nurturing younger saplings and weaker plants through this subterranean network. The significance of these mother trees cannot be overstated. They act as caretakers, fostering intergenerational communication among the diverse inhabitants of the forest. When younger trees face challenges, such as drought or pest invasions, the mother tree can respond by sending resources their way, essentially whispering words of encouragement through the roots. This nurturing behavior is not merely altruistic, it enhances the overall resilience of the forest. Just as a wise elder guides the younger generation, mother trees impart their wisdom, ensuring the survival of the community as a whole. As we explore the notion of intergenerational communication further, it becomes clear that the forest is a realm of shared experiences and collective memory. Imagine the younger trees, their slender trunks swaying gently in the breeze, absorbing the lessons passed down from their elders. This communication can take various forms, from chemical signals released into the soil to the physical connections made through root systems. The younger trees, often more vulnerable, benefit immensely from the presence of these ancient giants, learning how to adapt to the challenges posed by their environment. Consider the following scenario. A young sapling, struggling to capture enough sunlight due to the encroaching foliage of a neighboring tree, finds itself in a precarious position. In this moment of need, the mother tree recognizes the sapling's struggle through subtle changes in the soil's chemistry. It responds by redirecting nutrients to the young tree, bolstering its growth and ensuring its place in the light. This kind of support fosters a sense of community within the forest, where each tree plays a role in the survival of others. The interconnectedness of trees, particularly through their age and size, creates a dynamic that extends beyond mere survival. It shapes the very fabric of the forest. As the mother tree ages, it becomes a reservoir of genetic diversity, harboring traits that may be crucial for adaptation to changing environmental conditions. This diversity allows the forest to thrive in the face of challenges, whether they be climatic shifts or the introduction of new pests. The wisdom of the older trees, accumulated over generations, becomes a crucial asset in the ongoing struggle for existence. Moreover, the communication between trees often transcends the boundaries of species. Within a forest, various tree species may engage in a dialogue that enriches the entire ecosystem. Imagine a grove where towering pines stand alongside delicate birches. Each species brings its unique attributes to the conversation, sharing resources and information that promote a balanced environment. This exchange fosters a synergy that enables the forest to flourish as a cohesive unit. In addition to nutrient sharing, trees can also communicate through chemical signals that alert their neighbors to potential threats. An older tree, sensing the approach of a pest, may release specific volatile compounds into the air. These compounds act as a warning bell for surrounding trees, prompting them to ramp up their defenses. The interconnectedness of the forest means that one tree's alert can trigger a chain reaction, preparing the entire community for potential danger. This is a remarkable example of how size and age confer advantages, allowing larger, older trees to play a crucial role in the safety of the forest. As we delve deeper into the role of tree age and size in communication, we encounter an extraordinary phenomenon known as wood wide web. This term describes the vast network of mycorrhizal fungi that intertwine with tree roots, facilitating a rich exchange of information and resources. Through this living network, trees can share not only nutrients, but also genetic information and even stress responses. In this way, older trees act as conduits of knowledge, connecting the younger trees to the collective understanding of the forest. Imagine this web extending throughout the forest like a vast neural network, pulsating with life and information. Within this network, larger trees, standing tall and proud, serve as the central nodes. Their stature allows them to connect with multiple species, creating a rich tapestry of interactions. The larger the tree, the more connections it can form, amplifying its influence and ability to communicate. This interconnectedness highlights the importance of preserving these ancient giants, as their loss can unravel the intricate threads that bind the forest community together. In this world of trees, communication is not merely a matter of survival. It is a profound expression of interconnectedness. As we witness the interactions among trees, we come to appreciate the wisdom found in their age and size. The mother trees, with their sprawling branches and deep roots, embody the essence of nurturing and guidance. They remind us of the importance of community, of looking out for one another, and passing down knowledge through generations. As the sun sets over the forest, casting a warm glow upon the leaves, the sounds of rustling branches and whispering winds envelop the landscape. In this tranquil moment, we are reminded that the forest is alive with stories. Each tree, young or old, plays a part in the ongoing narrative of the community. The older trees stand as guardians of wisdom, guiding the younger generation as they navigate the challenges of life beneath the canopy. With each passing season, the cycles of growth, communication, and support continue. The interconnectedness of trees fosters a rich ecosystem where life thrives in harmony. As we turn our attention to the remarkable dynamics of tree age and size, we uncover a world that transcends our understanding of communication, revealing the profound relationships that exist within the forest. This journey into the heart of tree communication invites us to reflect on the lessons learned from these ancient giants and the importance of nurturing connections that extend far beyond ourselves. The concept of mother trees extends beyond the mere physical presence of older trees. It embodies a nurturing spirit that encapsulates the essence of community within the forest. These ancient giants not only sustain their immediate surroundings, but also lay the groundwork for future generations. Imagine a sprawling forest where the canopy overhead is a vibrant mosaic of greens, punctuated by the occasional burst of color from wildflowers. Beneath this serene surface, the mother trees serve as both mentors and guardians, guiding younger saplings through the complexities of forest life. One intriguing aspect of these relationships is the concept of intergenerational communication. The older trees, with their extensive root systems and deep understanding of their environment, pass on critical survival information to the younger trees. This transfer of knowledge can be likened to a library of experiences, where each tree contributes its unique insights about seasonal changes, soil health, and the presence of potential threats. The wisdom of the mother tree becomes a vital resource, ensuring that the next generation is equipped to thrive in an ever-changing landscape. Consider how trees respond to environmental shifts, such as changes in moisture levels or variations in temperature. A mother tree, having weathered countless seasons, can sense these changes earlier than its younger counterparts. Through chemical signals and root interactions, it communicates the need for adaptation. The younger trees, absorbing these cues, learn to adjust their growth patterns or conserve resources, preparing for the challenges ahead. This remarkable exchange fosters resilience within the entire community, as each tree becomes attuned to the rhythms of nature. In a forest, the relationships formed among trees can be likened to a familial network where support and guidance flow freely. The mother tree often plays a pivotal role in this network, bridging the gap between generations. Imagine a young tree struggling to find its footing in the dense underbrush. The mother tree recognizes this struggle and, through its intricate root system, channels nutrients to the sapling. This act of nurturing not only aids the young tree's growth, but also strengthens the bonds within the community, creating a sense of belonging and interconnectedness. Furthermore, the significance of size and age in these networks cannot be understated. Larger trees possess a more extensive root system, allowing them to connect with a greater number of neighboring trees. This enhanced connectivity amplifies their ability to communicate and share resources. As the mother tree ages, its role as a central figure in the forest community becomes increasingly vital. It acts as a hub of knowledge and experience, ensuring that the collective memory of the forest is preserved and passed down to future generations. In addition to nutrient sharing and guidance, older trees are also instrumental in fostering biodiversity. The presence of a mother tree can create microhabitats that support a variety of organisms. Birds may nest in its branches, while insects find shelter in its bark. This rich tapestry of life enhances the overall health of the forest ecosystem. As one species thrives, it provides support for others, creating a harmonious balance that is essential for sustainability. The interactions among trees extend beyond their immediate vicinity and can influence broader ecological dynamics. The chemical signals released by a mother tree can affect not only neighboring trees, but also other species within the ecosystem. Imagine the subtle yet powerful influence of a single tree's response to a threat, cascading through the forest and prompting a collective reaction. This interconnectedness illustrates the intricate web of life that exists within the forest, where even the smallest actions can have far-reaching consequences. As we reflect on the role of tree age and size in communication, we uncover the profound implications these relationships hold for the health of the forest. The mother tree, as a central figure, epitomizes the essence of nurturing and guidance. It serves as a reminder that the survival of the community depends on the strength of its connections. Each tree, regardless of its age or size, plays a unique role in this intricate network, contributing to the resilience of the entire ecosystem. Moreover, as forests face increasing threats from climate change, disease, and human encroachment, the wisdom embedded in older trees becomes more critical than ever. Their ability to adapt and communicate resilient strategies can serve as a lifeline for younger trees and the entire forest community. The future of these ecosystems may very well hinge on the preservation of these ancient giants and the knowledge they carry. Imagine walking through a forest filled with towering trees, where the air is thick with the scent of earth and leaves. As you stand in the presence of these giants, consider the stories they hold, the lessons they impart, and the connections they foster. Each tree, young and old, is a vital thread in the fabric of the forest. The relationships nurtured among trees, built on communication and support, remind us of the importance of community in the face of adversity. In this remarkable world, intergenerational communication among trees emerges as a powerful force of nature. The wisdom of the mother tree, the nurturing of young saplings, and the resilience fostered through collaboration create a harmonious environment where life can flourish. As we continue to explore the dynamics of forest ecosystems, we are invited to reflect on the lessons learned from these ancient beings, urging us to cherish and protect the delicate balance of life that exists within the woods. Chapter 7: Human Impact on Tree Communication. In the ever-changing landscape shaped by human hands, the delicate balance of tree communication faces unprecedented challenges. Deforestation and urbanization disrupt the intricate network of roots that form the backbone of forest ecosystems. Imagine a vibrant forest, once alive with the whispers of trees sharing nutrients and signaling threats, now reduced to patches of isolated greenery amidst concrete and steel. The roots, which once intertwined and communicated, are severed, leaving trees isolated, struggling to thrive in a fragmented world. The effects of deforestation resonate deeply within the soil, where the lifeblood of tree communication flows. Trees rely on their roots not just for stability, but as conduits for information and resource sharing. When vast areas of forest are cleared, these essential connections are lost. The remaining trees experience stress, unable to access the network of nutrients and support once provided by their companions. The roots reach out in desperation, but the absence of a thriving community limits their capacity to communicate and survive. Urbanization further complicates this narrative. As cities expand, the soil becomes compacted, limiting the growth of roots and disrupting their natural pathways. Picture a tree standing resolutely in a city park, its roots confined beneath layers of pavement. The soil, once a vibrant ecosystem teeming with microorganisms, is degraded and lifeless. This degradation interrupts the complex systems of communication that trees depend on, severing the flow of nutrients and signals essential for their survival. Soil degradation poses another layer of challenge, affecting not only the trees but the mycorrhizal networks that support them. Mycorrhizal fungi, which form symbiotic relationships with tree roots, play a critical role in nutrient absorption and communication. However, when the soil loses its health, these fungi struggle to flourish. Imagine a once thriving underground community reduced to mere remnants of its former self. Without healthy soil, trees cannot access the benefits of these partnerships, resulting in diminished resilience against pests and diseases. In this context, how can we preserve the intricate communication pathways that trees utilize? Strategies for maintaining tree communication in human-dominated landscapes are essential for the future health of our forests. One approach is to prioritize the preservation of existing forests and the restoration of degraded lands. By reforesting areas where trees have been cut down, we can begin to rebuild the networks that support tree communication. Imagine a newly planted sapling, its roots reaching out into the soil, seeking to connect with the remnant roots of older trees nearby. With time, these connections can be reestablished, fostering a renewed sense of community. Another strategy lies in the promotion of sustainable urban planning that integrates green spaces into city designs. Parks, green roofs, and urban forests can serve as sanctuaries for tree communication. Envision a city where trees and buildings coexist harmoniously, their roots weaving through the soil beneath the streets, sharing information and resources. These green corridors not only enhance urban aesthetics, but also create vital links for trees, allowing them to communicate amidst the urban sprawl. Education plays a crucial role in fostering a deeper understanding of tree communication and its importance. When communities become aware of the intricate connections between trees, soil health, and biodiversity, they are more likely to advocate for practices that protect these systems. Imagine a community gathering, sharing stories about the trees in their neighborhood and learning how to care for them. Such awareness can spark efforts to reduce pollution, improve soil quality, and promote tree planting initiatives, all of which contribute to healthier communication pathways. Moreover, scientists and researchers are exploring innovative methods to enhance tree communication in disrupted environments. Techniques such as using bioengineering to create more resilient tree species or employing mycorrhizal inoculants to restore soil health are being investigated. Picture scientists in a lab meticulously crafting solutions that could potentially rejuvenate urban forests, allowing trees to reclaim their voices and restore their connections. The impact of human activity on tree communication is profound, yet it is not insurmountable. By understanding the importance of these networks and actively engaging in their preservation, we can work towards a future where trees thrive in harmony with our urban landscapes. Imagine walking through a forest, breathing in the earthy scent of the soil, and feeling the gentle rustle of leaves overhead, knowing that beneath your feet, a rich network of communication is alive and well, fostering resilience and vitality among the trees. As we reflect on the importance of preserving tree communication, it is essential to recognize the role of individuals in this endeavor. Each of us can contribute to the health of our ecosystems, whether by planting trees, advocating for sustainable practices, or simply taking the time to appreciate the natural world around us. Imagine a world where every action, no matter how small, contributes to the restoration of tree communication. Together, we can nurture these magnificent beings and ensure their voices continue to resonate through the forests for generations to come. In this world of interconnectedness, the challenges posed by human impact may seem daunting, yet the resilience of trees offers hope. They are not merely passive observers in their environment, they are active participants in a complex web of life. Even in the face of adversity, trees have shown remarkable adaptability. Their ability to form new connections, seek out resources, and communicate with one another is a testament to their resilience. As we ponder the future of tree communication, it invites us to engage with the natural world around us. What if we began to view forests not just as resources, but as communities deserving of protection and respect? Imagine each tree as a storyteller, sharing wisdom through its roots, leaves, and bark. In this perspective, every forest becomes a living library, filled with knowledge waiting to be uncovered. The journey toward preserving tree communication requires collective effort and a shift in how we perceive our relationship with nature. It compels us to ask ourselves, what legacy do we wish to leave for future generations? By fostering a deeper connection with trees and understanding the intricacies of their communication, we can create a world where forests thrive, enhancing biodiversity and enriching our lives in the process. As we continue to explore the relationship between humans and tree communication, the potential for a harmonious coexistence beckons. The stories of trees, intertwined with our own, await discovery. Will we listen to their whispers and act to ensure their survival? The choice lies in our hands, with each decision shaping the future of these magnificent beings and the ecosystems they sustain. As we contemplate the ongoing impact of human activity on tree communication, it becomes clear that the solutions we seek require an understanding of the delicate balance within forest ecosystems. The challenge of deforestation, for instance, is not merely the removal of trees, but the severing of connections that have developed over millennia. Each tree plays a significant role in a community, contributing to the overall health of the ecosystem. When these trees are removed, it creates an imbalance that reverberates throughout the entire network. Consider the role of root systems in maintaining this balance. Roots extend not just for stability, but also to connect with surrounding flora, forming a shared network that allows trees to communicate vital information. This web extends beneath the surface, where the richness of the soil nurtures both tree and fungi alike. When urban development encroaches upon these networks, the soil is often compacted and depleted, disrupting the natural pathways that enable this communication. Imagine the soil as a living entity, teeming with life. Microorganisms, nutrients, and water are all part of a complex ecosystem that supports trees. However, when chemical fertilizers and pollutants seep into the ground, they alter the delicate balance. The essential mycorrhizal fungi that partner with tree roots can suffer, leading to a breakdown in the communication channels that have evolved over ages. It is like silencing the voices of the forest, leaving trees to fend for themselves in an increasingly hostile environment. One particularly notable figure in the field of tree communication is Dr. Suzanne Simard, a pioneer in the study of mycorrhizal networks. Her research has illuminated the profound connections between trees, revealing how they share nutrients and support one another during times of stress. Dr. Simard's findings challenge the traditional view of forests as simply collections of individual trees. Instead, she describes them as interconnected communities, where the health of one tree can significantly impact others. Her work serves as a reminder that the loss of even a single tree can have far-reaching consequences. As we strive to mitigate the effects of urbanization and soil degradation, innovative solutions emerge. One promising approach is the practice of regenerative agriculture, which focuses on restoring soil health and promoting biodiversity. This method encourages the growth of cover crops and the use of organic fertilizers, fostering a thriving underground ecosystem that supports both trees and their mycorrhizal partners. Imagine a landscape where farms and forests coexist, each enhancing the health of the other. Such practices not only improve soil quality, but also create environments where tree communication can flourish. Furthermore, urban forestry initiatives are gaining traction, emphasizing the integration of green spaces into city planning. These initiatives aim to create urban environments that support tree health and communication. Picture a city where trees are planted strategically, their roots weaving through parks and green corridors, facilitating the exchange of resources and information. These spaces not only beautify urban areas, but also serve as vital habitats for wildlife, promoting biodiversity within the concrete jungle. The role of community involvement cannot be overstated. Local efforts to plant trees, restore habitats, and engage in conservation activities can significantly bolster tree communication. Schools and organizations can foster awareness of the importance of these ecosystems, encouraging individuals to take an active role in their stewardship. Imagine children planting saplings in their neighborhoods, learning about the interconnectedness of life as they nurture their growth. Such initiatives instill a sense of responsibility and connection to the natural world, reinforcing the idea that every small action contributes to the larger goal of preserving tree communication. As we look to the future, the potential for technology to aid in these efforts is becoming increasingly apparent. Advances in environmental monitoring systems allow us to track changes in soil health and tree vitality, providing valuable data that can inform conservation strategies. Imagine sensors embedded within the soil, continuously relaying information about moisture levels and nutrient content, enabling scientists and urban planners to make informed decisions that benefit both trees and communities. In this journey toward preserving tree communication, we must also embrace the wisdom of indigenous practices that have sustained ecosystems for generations. Many indigenous cultures understand the intricate relationships between trees, soil, and wildlife, emphasizing a holistic approach to land stewardship. Their deep-rooted knowledge can guide modern practices, reminding us of the importance of respecting and nurturing the ecosystems we inhabit. By weaving together scientific understanding, community action, and traditional wisdom, we can forge a path toward a future where trees continue to communicate and thrive, even in the face of human impact. As we stand beneath a canopy of leaves, we are reminded of the resilience of these magnificent beings. Every rustle of leaves, every whisper of the wind, carries the echoes of a vibrant network of life. If we listen closely, we may just uncover the stories they have to share, stories that hold the key to understanding our place within this intricate web of existence. The next steps we take will shape not only the future of tree communication, but also the very essence of our connection to the natural world. Will we choose to protect and nurture these vital networks, ensuring that the voices of the trees continue to resonate through the ages? The choice is ours, and it begins with a simple act of awareness and appreciation for the life that thrives beneath our feet. Chapter 8: Research Advances in Tree Communication. In recent years, a growing body of scientific research has illuminated the astonishing ways in which trees communicate and interact within their ecosystems. This exploration into tree communication has revealed not only the complexity of these interactions, but also the significance of understanding them in the context of environmental conservation and management. As scientists peel back the layers of this verdant mystery, they have uncovered remarkable findings that challenge our perceptions of plant life. One of the most intriguing studies has involved the analysis of chemical signals emitted by trees in response to stressors. Researchers have discovered that when trees are attacked by pests, they release specific volatile organic compounds into the air. These compounds act as distress signals, alerting neighboring trees to the impending threat. Imagine standing in a forest and witnessing trees engaging in a silent conversation, warning one another of danger. This chemical communication enables nearby trees to prepare their defenses, such as ramping up their production of protective compounds. This phenomenon not only highlights the tree's ability to respond to threats, but also showcases a remarkable interconnectedness that exists within the forest. Technological advances have played a crucial role in enhancing our understanding of tree communication. One of the most significant tools in this research is the use of imaging technologies, such as infrared cameras and advanced sensors. These devices allow scientists to visualize the energy flow within trees and their root systems, showcasing how trees allocate resources among themselves. With these technologies, researchers can monitor the exchange of nutrients and information in real time, providing insights into the dynamic relationships among trees. Imagine observing a vibrant network wherein trees support one another, sharing nutrients as if they were engaged in a cooperative enterprise. Moreover, the use of molecular techniques has provided a deeper understanding of the biochemical pathways involved in tree communication. By analyzing the genetic expression of trees under various environmental conditions, researchers can identify which genes are activated in response to stress. This genetic insight forms a bridge between the tree's experiences and their responses, offering a glimpse into the sophisticated mechanisms that govern their interactions. It raises an intriguing question. What other secrets lie within the genetic codes of these ancient organisms, waiting to be uncovered? As we delve into the future of research in tree communication, several exciting directions emerge. One area of focus is the impact of climate change on these intricate networks. As temperatures rise and precipitation patterns change, how will trees adapt their communication strategies? Will they be able to maintain their networks in the face of such challenges? Understanding these adaptations could be crucial for forest management and conservation efforts. Another promising avenue involves the role of urban forests in tree communication. As cities expand, many trees are confined to isolated patches of green. What happens to their ability to communicate and thrive in these fragmented environments? By studying urban tree populations, researchers can gain valuable insights into how trees adapt to altered conditions and whether innovative management practices can enhance their interconnectedness. Additionally, the exploration of tree communication can provide critical information about biodiversity conservation. As we learn more about how trees support each other and foster diverse ecosystems, we can develop strategies to protect these vital networks. A question lingers. How can we ensure that this knowledge translates into effective conservation practices that benefit both trees and the myriad species that depend on them? Throughout this ongoing journey into the world of tree communication, one truth remains evident. The forest is a living entity, rich with stories waiting to be told. Each tree, with its own unique history and role, contributes to a collective narrative that shapes the ecosystem. The more we uncover about their interactions, the more we can appreciate the complexity of life within these green sanctuaries. As we continue to explore the depths of tree communication, we are not merely studying plants. We are gaining insights into the very fabric of life on Earth. As we look ahead to the future of research in tree communication, the potential for discovery seems boundless. Scientists are beginning to explore the ways in which trees might adapt to shifting environmental conditions, particularly in the face of climate change. For instance, how do trees alter their chemical signaling in response to warmer temperatures or changing precipitation patterns? This line of inquiry prompts us to wonder about the resilience of these ancient organisms. Consider the possibility that some tree species may develop enhanced mechanisms for communication as a survival strategy. Could they evolve to produce more potent chemical signals, or perhaps develop new ways to interact with one another through their root systems? The notion that trees might adapt their communication strategies to better cope with environmental stressors invites us to imagine a future where forests are not merely passive observers of climate change, but active participants in their own survival. Another captivating research direction involves the study of tree communication in urban environments. As cities encroach upon natural landscapes, trees often find themselves isolated, surrounded by concrete and asphalt. This isolation raises important questions. How do urban trees communicate with one another? Are their interactions fundamentally different from those in a natural forest? Investigating the dynamics of tree communication in these fragmented habitats could reveal surprising adaptations and resilient strategies. Researchers are beginning to utilize advanced technologies, such as remote sensing and soil moisture sensors, to monitor the health and communication patterns of urban trees. Imagine a city where trees are interconnected not just with their immediate neighbors, but with a larger urban ecosystem, sharing resources across streets and parks. This inquiry not only sheds light on the adaptability of trees, but also provides insights into how urban planning can foster green spaces that promote communication and biodiversity. As scientists delve deeper into understanding tree communication, the role of biodiversity itself becomes increasingly significant. The interactions among various tree species, along with the myriad organisms that inhabit forest ecosystems, create a rich tapestry of life. Observing how different species communicate and cooperate can lead to a greater understanding of forest health and resilience. For example, certain tree species may rely on specific mycorrhizal fungi to enhance their communication networks, demonstrating the intricate relationships that sustain entire ecosystems. This interconnectedness raises an intriguing question. How can we leverage this knowledge to enhance conservation efforts? The intricate web of communication among trees and their allies might hold the key to preserving biodiversity in our forests. By understanding how trees interact and support one another, we can develop more effective conservation strategies that maintain these vital networks. Imagine a world where conservationists harness the power of tree communication to create thriving ecosystems. By reintroducing tree species that foster beneficial interactions with others, we could revitalize degraded forests. The concept of planting trees not just as individual entities, but as parts of a greater community could reshape our approach to reforestation and habitat restoration. In tandem with these investigations, researchers are also exploring the implications of tree communication for agriculture. The principles discovered in forest ecosystems could translate into practices that enhance crop resilience and productivity. By mimicking the communication strategies of trees, farmers might develop innovative methods to promote healthy soil microbiomes and nutrient sharing among plants. This not only has the potential to improve yield, but also to reduce the reliance on chemical fertilizers, leading to a more sustainable approach to agriculture. Throughout this journey, we are reminded of the wisdom of those who have come before us. As the renowned botanist Sir Peter Crane eloquently stated, plants are not just passive victims of their environment, they are active participants in shaping their surroundings. This sentiment resonates deeply as we uncover the layers of communication that exist among trees. As we continue to explore the remarkable world of tree communication, we find ourselves standing at the precipice of a fascinating frontier. The research advances are not merely academic. They hold the promise of practical applications that could benefit both our natural ecosystems and human society. From enhancing forest resilience to redefining agricultural practices, the implications of our findings are profound and far-reaching. With each discovery, we uncover the intricate threads that bind trees together, enriching our understanding of their role in the ecosystem. As we nurture this knowledge, we are compelled to reflect on our own relationship with the natural world. The more we learn about tree communication, the more we are reminded of our place within this delicate web of life. As we move forward, let us embrace the opportunity to learn from these remarkable organisms. In doing so, we not only deepen our appreciation for the forests around us, but also take steps toward a more harmonious coexistence with the natural world. The journey of discovery continues, inviting us to listen more closely to the whispers of the trees and to engage with the living history that unfolds in the spaces they inhabit. As scientific inquiry into tree communication advances, researchers are also examining the potential for enhancing forest ecosystems through strategic interventions. The realization that trees operate as part of an expansive community has sparked interest in the concept of forest management for communication. What if we could intentionally shape the composition and arrangement of tree species to promote their natural communication networks? Consider the possibility of planting a mixture of tree species that are known to foster beneficial interactions. By selecting trees that communicate effectively with one another, we could create a healthier forest ecosystem. This thoughtful approach could help bolster resilience against pests and diseases, as interconnected trees would be better equipped to support one another during times of stress. The question arises: how can we apply our understanding of tree communication to enhance the biodiversity and stability of managed forests? Innovative methods such as agroforestry are beginning to take shape, blending agriculture with the principles of tree communication. In these systems, farmers plant trees alongside crops, creating a diverse environment that mimics natural forests. The trees can provide shade, reduce soil erosion, and even contribute nutrients back to the soil, all while establishing their own communication networks. Imagine a farmer standing amidst rows of crops, each surrounded by flourishing trees that share resources and bolster resilience against harsh conditions. This interplay not only enhances crop productivity, but also fosters a greater understanding of how trees communicate within agricultural systems. In addition, the exploration of tree communication opens fascinating avenues for biotechnology. Researchers are investigating how we might harness the chemical signals trees produce for practical applications. Could these natural compounds be employed to develop pest repellents or growth enhancers? The potential for creating sustainable agricultural practices rooted in tree communication is an exciting frontier. Moreover, the study of tree communication has implications beyond just forests and farms. Urban environments, too, are beginning to reflect this newfound understanding. As cities grapple with the challenge of integrating green spaces, the principles of tree communication can guide the design of urban landscapes. Picture a cityscape where trees are strategically placed to maximize their interactions, creating a network that not only beautifies, but also enhances air quality and urban biodiversity. As we explore these innovative paths, the significance of education and community awareness becomes paramount. Engaging local communities in understanding the importance of tree communication can foster a sense of stewardship over natural spaces. Workshops, community gardens, and outreach programs can serve as platforms for sharing knowledge about the remarkable ways trees support one another and the ecosystems they inhabit. The stories of individuals championing tree communication research are inspiring. Take the case of a dedicated researcher who has spent decades studying the interactions between specific tree species and their fungal partners. Through meticulous observation and experimentation, they have documented the intricate signaling pathways that enable trees to thrive collectively. Their work highlights the importance of patience and curiosity in uncovering the mysteries of nature, reminding us that every discovery is a step toward deeper comprehension. In reflecting on these advances, one must consider the ethical implications of our growing understanding of tree communication. As we learn more about the intricate lives of trees, How do we ensure that our actions align with the principles of respect and preservation? The more we uncover about the lives of trees, the greater our responsibility to protect these vital ecosystems. Imagine a future where our relationship with trees is characterized by harmony and mutual respect. As we deepen our understanding of their communication, we can envision landscapes that thrive not just for human benefit, but for the myriad of life forms that depend on trees. With each study and each new piece of evidence, we are reminded of the wisdom inherent in nature. Trees are not isolated entities. They are part of a greater collective that thrives on cooperation and communication. As we stand at the cusp of new discoveries, the tapestry of tree communication continues to unfold, revealing the complex and beautiful narratives that shape our forests and our world. In this journey of exploration, we find not only scientific knowledge, but also an invitation to reflect on our role within this intricate web of life. How can we, as stewards of the earth, foster environments that allow these stories to flourish? As we contemplate the future of tree communication research, the answers may lie in our willingness to listen, learn, and act with intention. Chapter 9: Practical Applications of Tree Communication Knowledge. In the heart of our ever-evolving world, the knowledge of tree communication offers profound insights into forestry management and conservation strategies. As we deepen our understanding of how trees interact, share resources, and warn one another, the implications for sustainable practices become increasingly clear. Imagine a forest where trees support each other, not merely existing side by side, but thriving together in a complex web of relationships. This vision can shape how we approach forestry management, encouraging practices that align with the natural behaviors of trees. The traditional methods of forestry often emphasize individual tree growth and yield, prioritizing economic gains over ecological health. However, as we learn about the interconnectedness of trees, it becomes evident that a different approach is required. Implementing management strategies that consider the community dynamics of forests can lead to healthier ecosystems. When we recognize that trees share nutrients and communicate threats, we can enhance forest resilience against pests and diseases. This insight compels us to rethink our methods, moving from a siloed perspective toward one that embraces collaboration within the forest. One of the most impactful strategies involves the conservation of older trees, often referred to as mother trees. These majestic beings play a crucial role in the forest community, serving as central hubs for communication and resource sharing. By protecting these trees, we not only preserve their individual legacy, but also safeguard the rich web of relationships they maintain. Imagine a towering ancient oak, its wide branches providing shelter and nourishment to a myriad of organisms. By ensuring the health and longevity of such trees, we foster a thriving ecosystem that benefits all species within the forest. Moreover, understanding tree communication can inform urban planning as well. As cities expand and encroach upon natural landscapes, the need for thoughtful integration of green spaces becomes paramount. Urban planners can draw inspiration from the ways trees communicate and share resources, applying these principles to create vibrant urban forests. Picture a city where tree canopies interlace above, forming a lush archway that not only beautifies the environment, but also supports biodiversity. Through strategic planting and careful selection of tree species, urban planners can create habitats that mimic natural forests, allowing trees to interact and flourish in urban settings. The essence of urban forestry should focus on enhancing tree communication. Selecting native species that are already adapted to local conditions can promote stronger connections among trees. By fostering a diverse urban forest, we can create a mosaic of life that mirrors the resilience found in natural ecosystems. This not only benefits the trees, but also the people who inhabit these spaces, creating a sense of tranquility and well-being. Community involvement plays an essential role in these efforts. Raising awareness about the importance of tree communication encourages individuals to engage with their local environments. Imagine a neighborhood coming together to plant trees, each person learning about the benefits of fostering these connections. Workshops can educate residents on how trees communicate, emphasizing the vital role they play in maintaining a healthy ecosystem. When communities understand that trees are not isolated entities, they become more invested in preserving and nurturing their local landscapes. Community awareness can extend beyond mere education. It can inspire citizen scientists who monitor tree health and report any changes. Engaging local residents in the observation and documentation of tree interactions can provide valuable data for researchers. This grassroots involvement not only enhances local ecological knowledge, but also empowers individuals to take action for their environment. In addition to community involvement, the role of technology cannot be overlooked. Advancements in monitoring and communication technology can enhance our understanding of tree networks. Imagine sensors placed within the forest, tracking the health and interactions of tree communities. These devices can provide real-time data, illuminating the intricate relationships that exist beneath the surface. Through this technological lens, we can observe how trees respond to environmental changes, allowing for more informed management decisions. As we harness the knowledge gleaned from tree communication, we can also enhance forest health through strategic interventions. For instance, when a tree is found to be under stress, understanding its communication with neighboring trees can guide our responses. Instead of simply removing a stressed tree, we might look at the broader community dynamics. Are neighboring trees also struggling? If so, the solution could lie in restoring the health of the entire network rather than isolating one individual. Furthermore, forest restoration projects can benefit immensely from the principles of tree communication. When replanting areas, selecting a diverse array of species that can interact positively with one another can increase the chances of success. Consider a reforestation effort where various species are planted in a manner that promotes their interconnectedness. This approach not only boosts the resilience of the new forest, but also accelerates its ability to thrive. The trees, through their shared communication and resource transfer, can create a flourishing ecosystem more quickly than if approached through traditional monospecies planting. As we reflect on these practical applications of tree communication knowledge, the potential for positive change becomes apparent. By embracing a holistic approach to forestry management, urban planning, and community engagement, we can foster environments where trees thrive, ecosystems flourish, and communities connect with nature. The realization that trees communicate and cooperate shifts our perspective from seeing them as solitary entities to recognizing them as vital participants in the web of life. This understanding also urges us to consider the impact of global changes, such as climate change, on tree communication. As environmental conditions shift, the challenges faced by trees may evolve, altering their communication patterns. What happens when a species is pushed beyond its limits? How do the interconnected networks adapt? These questions open a dialogue about the resilience of tree communities and the adaptability of their communication strategies. By prioritizing the health of forests and the communities within them, we can create a legacy of sustainability and interconnectedness. The echoes of tree communication can guide us toward practices that foster not just survival, but thriving ecosystems that support diverse forms of life. Imagine a future where our forests, both urban and rural, are bastions of health, resilience, and beauty, a testament to our understanding and respect for the intricate language of trees. As we immerse ourselves in the practical applications of tree communication knowledge, we find that the implications extend beyond mere forest management and into the fabric of urban life. In cities, where concrete and asphalt dominate, the need for green spaces is more critical than ever. By understanding tree communication, urban planners can create environments that not only beautify the landscape, but also enhance the quality of life for city dwellers. Imagine a neighborhood park where trees are not just ornamental but integral to the community's health. These trees, carefully selected for their ability to thrive together, can form a network that mimics the resilience found in natural forests. When trees are planted in clusters, their roots intertwine, fostering connections that promote nutrient sharing and mutual support. This design echoes the natural patterns observed in forests, where trees flourish as part of a greater whole. The selection of tree species is paramount in urban planning. Native trees, already adapted to the local climate and soil conditions, can establish stronger connections within their communities. By prioritizing biodiversity, city planners can create vibrant ecosystems that are less susceptible to disease and pests. Picture a city where the air is filled with the gentle rustling of leaves and the vibrant colors of flowering trees signal the changing seasons. Such an environment not only supports wildlife, but also enhances the psychological well-being of residents, providing a sanctuary amidst the hustle and bustle. To further enhance the health of urban forests, community involvement is essential. When residents understand the importance of tree communication, they are more likely to engage in stewardship activities that support local ecosystems. Imagine a community organizing tree care days, where families come together to learn about pruning, watering, and monitoring tree health. Such initiatives not only foster a sense of ownership, but also build connections among neighbors, creating a strong community identity rooted in nature. Moreover, educational programs can demystify the complexities of tree communication, revealing the fascinating interactions that occur within urban forests. Workshops can illustrate how trees respond to environmental changes, how they communicate distress signals, and how residents can play a role in supporting this dialogue. By equipping individuals with knowledge, we empower them to become advocates for their green spaces. The integration of technology also plays a crucial role in enhancing urban forestry. Imagine a network of sensors placed throughout parks and green areas, monitoring soil moisture levels, tree health, and even the exchange of chemical signals among trees. Such technology can provide real-time data, enabling city planners and residents to make informed decisions about tree care and conservation. This proactive approach can help mitigate the stressors that urban trees face, ensuring that they thrive in their environments. In addition to urban planning, understanding tree communication can significantly impact forestry management practices. Sustainable forestry relies on the principles of ecosystem health, where the interconnectedness of trees is acknowledged. By adopting a holistic approach, managers can create practices that mimic natural processes. For instance, selective logging methods that preserve the surrounding tree community can maintain the integrity of the forest ecosystem. Consider the practice of thinning, where specific trees are removed to reduce competition while allowing the remaining trees to flourish. This process, when done thoughtfully, can enhance the overall health of the forest. By focusing on the dynamics of tree interactions, foresters can ensure that the remaining trees are better equipped to share resources and defend against threats. The outcome is a more resilient forest that can withstand the pressures of climate change and human activity. Community awareness of tree communication can also manifest in advocacy for conservation initiatives. When people recognize the vital role trees play in their environment, they are more likely to support policies aimed at preserving natural habitats. Imagine grassroots movements flourishing, where local citizens rally to protect forested areas from encroachment and degradation. This collective effort fosters a sense of responsibility and stewardship, ensuring that future generations inherit a healthy, thriving landscape. In the realm of forest health, the understanding of tree communication can guide restoration efforts. When replanting areas that have been damaged, a diverse mix of species can promote resilience. By selecting trees that naturally support one another, restoration projects can create ecosystems that recover more rapidly. Imagine a barren landscape transformed into a vibrant forest, where the interplay of tree communication accelerates growth and biodiversity. The importance of fostering a diverse genetic pool cannot be overstated. Monocultures, while often economically appealing, can lead to vulnerabilities in the face of disease and pests. By embracing diversity in reforestation efforts, we create a buffer against these threats. The trees become not just survivors, but vibrant participants in a dynamic community that thrives on interaction. Reflecting on the interconnectedness of tree communication, the potential for collaboration between scientific research and practical applications becomes evident. As researchers continue to unveil the complexities of tree interactions, their findings can inform both forestry practices and urban planning. Imagine a future where scientific insights directly influence policy decisions, leading to landscapes that celebrate the beauty and wisdom of trees. As we deepen our understanding of tree communication, we begin to see ourselves as part of this intricate web. Our actions, whether in a forest or an urban park, ripple through the ecosystem, affecting not only the trees but the myriad life forms that depend on them. By nurturing this relationship, we contribute to a sustainable future, where trees are recognized not just as resources, but as vital partners in our shared environment. In this journey towards greater awareness and action, we are reminded of the words of one renowned ecologist, who stated that the best way to predict the future is to create it. Each decision we make, each tree we plant, and each community we engage shapes the legacy we leave behind. The echoes of tree communication beckon us to listen, to learn, and to act in harmony with the world around us. What future will we choose to cultivate? Chapter 10: The Future of Forests, Preserving Communication Networks. In the vibrant tapestry of a forest, the life beneath the canopy is as critical as the towering trees above. Central to this hidden world are the mycorrhizal networks, those intricate connections formed between tree roots and fungi. These networks serve as lifelines, enabling trees to share vital resources and information. Imagine, for a moment, the vast underground web of mycelium stretching across miles, connecting trees of different species, allowing them to communicate and aid one another in times of need. The importance of these mycorrhizal networks cannot be overstated, as they facilitate not only nutrient exchange, but also the flow of chemical signals that keep the forest community cohesive and resilient. As climate change reshapes the landscapes we know, the challenge of preserving these vital communication networks becomes increasingly urgent. Forests face a myriad of threats, from rising temperatures to shifts in precipitation patterns, that can disrupt the delicate balance of these mycorrhizal relationships. How can we protect the intricate threads that bind trees together in an era of uncertainty? One strategy involves enhancing forest resilience through biodiversity. By cultivating a diverse array of tree species, we can bolster the mycorrhizal networks that thrive on this diversity. Different trees form unique partnerships with specific fungi, and a rich variety of species can lead to a more robust network, allowing for greater adaptation to changing environmental conditions. Consider the role of reforestation efforts in this context. When we plant trees in deforested areas, we should prioritize native species that are well adapted to the local environment. This not only helps to restore the forest, but also reestablishes the mycorrhizal networks that may have been disrupted. In the words of a noted ecologist, to restore a forest is to restore a community. Planting trees is a step towards revitalizing these connections, and it is crucial that we choose species that will thrive together, fostering a collaborative ecosystem. Furthermore, managing existing forests requires an understanding of how tree communication functions in practice. Thinning overcrowded areas can improve sunlight penetration and air circulation, which benefits the overall health of the trees. This practice also encourages the growth of mycorrhizal fungi by reducing competition for resources. By allowing the strongest trees to flourish, we create a healthier environment where communication can thrive, leading to a more resilient forest ecosystem. Imagining the forest of the future, we see a landscape where human intervention harmonizes with nature's wisdom. Sustainable forestry practices that prioritize the health of mycorrhizal networks will be essential. This means adopting approaches that recognize the value of preserving older trees, which serve as anchors for these networks. The wisdom of the forest lies in its history, and older trees have accumulated vast knowledge through their years, fostering connections with neighboring plants and fungi. Protecting these mother trees is not merely an act of preserving history. It is a commitment to the future of the entire ecosystem. As we envision these sustainable forest ecosystems, we must also recognize the importance of education and advocacy. A well-informed public can drive demand for sustainable wood products and encourage policymakers to prioritize forest conservation. Imagine communities coming together to celebrate their local forests, understanding not only the beauty of the trees, but also the vital communication networks that sustain them. Workshops and initiatives that teach about the interconnectedness of forest life can inspire action and foster a deeper appreciation for these remarkable ecosystems. In facing the challenges that lie ahead, we must also innovate in our approach to monitoring forest health. Utilizing technology, such as remote sensing and soil analysis, allows us to gain insights into the underground networks that are often hidden from view. These advancements can help us track the health of mycorrhizal networks and assess how they are responding to environmental changes. By understanding these dynamics, we can make informed decisions that support the resilience of forests in a changing climate. The vision for the future of our forests is one where communication networks are preserved and nurtured, creating diverse ecosystems that can withstand the challenges of climate change. It is a vision rooted in collaboration, not just among trees, but also among people working together to ensure that these vital ecosystems thrive. As we seek to protect the delicate relationships within the forest, we are reminded of the words of a renowned naturalist who said, "The clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness." By safeguarding the communication networks that define our forests, we open pathways to a future where nature and humanity can coexist harmoniously. The preservation of these networks is not merely an ecological endeavor, it is a profound act of stewardship. As stewards of the earth, we hold the responsibility to ensure that the whispers of the forest continue to resonate through generations. By fostering sustainable practices, we can create an enduring legacy that honors the intricate relationships that flourish beneath the surface. Every tree, every root, Every mycorrhizal connection plays a role in this symphony of life, and it is our duty to listen and respond with care. As we contemplate the future, let us imagine walking through a thriving forest where trees stand tall, their branches swaying gently in the breeze, and the ground beneath our feet hums with the life of a well-connected ecosystem. This is the promise of a future where forests flourish, communication networks thrive, and the beauty of nature is preserved for all to enjoy. The journey ahead will require diligence, creativity, and respect for the wisdom of the natural world. In this endeavor, we find not only hope for our forests, but also a deeper understanding of our place within the intricate web of life that surrounds us. As we look ahead to the future of our forests, the significance of maintaining mycorrhizal networks cannot be overstated. These networks, often referred to as the wood wide web, are crucial for the health of trees and the entire ecosystem. Within this intricate network, trees not only share nutrients, but also engage in a form of social behavior that fosters community resilience. The fungi that form these connections are like the forest's internet, facilitating communication that helps trees respond to environmental pressures, such as droughts or diseases. Imagine the mycorrhizal networks as a vibrant highway system where information and resources travel seamlessly, ensuring that every tree has access to what it needs to thrive. To protect these vital communication networks, we must adopt proactive strategies in the face of changing climates. A multifaceted approach can enhance forest resilience and ensure that these networks remain intact. One promising strategy involves the restoration of degraded forest areas. When we commit to reforestation, we should prioritize the planting of diverse species that naturally occur together. This diversity not only strengthens mycorrhizal interactions, but also creates a more stable ecosystem capable of withstanding extremes in weather. Consider the impact of climate change on tree distribution. As temperatures rise and precipitation patterns shift, certain tree species may struggle to survive in their current habitats. This necessitates a forward-thinking approach to forest management. By anticipating which species may thrive under future conditions, we can strategically plant and nurture forests that are both resilient and sustainable. The foresight of ecologists is invaluable in this regard. Their research can guide us in selecting species that complement each other in a changing environment, fortifying the mycorrhizal networks that bind them. Education plays a crucial role in the preservation of these ecosystems. Communities must understand the ecological importance of forests and the delicate relationships that exist within them. Imagine local workshops where individuals learn not only about tree planting, but also about the hidden connections that thrive beneath their feet. By fostering this awareness, we cultivate a generation that values and advocates for sustainable practices. As the renowned botanist Peter Wohlleben expressed, forests are like human families. They communicate and care for each other. Enabling people to appreciate this familial bond among trees can inspire action that extends beyond individual efforts, promoting collective stewardship of forest ecosystems. In addition to education, scientific advancement offers new tools for monitoring the health of forests and their mycorrhizal networks. Remote sensing technology, for instance, allows us to observe changes in forest structure and health from above, while soil analysis can reveal the status of fungal communities below. These innovations provide a clearer picture of the forest's dynamics, enabling us to respond to threats before they escalate. Imagine a future where we can detect the early signs of stress in trees, allowing for timely intervention to support their health. This proactive approach can significantly enhance our ability to preserve the intricate communication networks that are vital for forest resilience. As we envision sustainable forest ecosystems, we must also consider the role of policies and legislation in protecting these environments. Stronger regulations on land use and deforestation can help safeguard vulnerable areas from exploitation. By establishing protected areas that prioritize biodiversity, we enable the natural processes that foster healthy mycorrhizal networks. Collaboration between governments, conservation organizations, and local communities is essential for the successful implementation of such policies. When all stakeholders work together, they can create a united front that champions the preservation of forests for future generations. The vision for the future is one where forests are not merely resources to be exploited, but sanctuaries of biodiversity and communication. Imagine walking through a lush forest, where the air is rich with the scent of pine, and the sound of leaves rustling fills your ears. The trees stand tall, their roots intertwined beneath the surface, forming a robust network that supports not just themselves, but the entire ecosystem. This image embodies the harmonious coexistence of nature and humanity, where sustainable practices are woven into the fabric of daily life. Ultimately, the future of forests hinges on our ability to recognize the interconnectedness of all life forms. Each tree, each mycorrhizal connection, contributes to the larger story of our planet. As we strive to protect these vital ecosystems, we are reminded of the profound wisdom that resides within nature. The resilience of forests is a mirror of our commitment to nurturing the earth. By preserving communication networks among trees, we not only enhance forest health, but also pave the way for a flourishing planet, enriched by biodiversity and harmony. In this endeavor, we can draw inspiration from the past. The ancient wisdom of indigenous cultures often emphasizes the sacredness of trees and their role in nurturing the land. These communities have long understood the importance of maintaining balance within ecosystems, recognizing that every species has a purpose and a place. By integrating these traditional perspectives with modern scientific insights, we can foster a comprehensive approach to forest management that honors both our heritage and the future. As we continue to explore the depths of forest ecosystems, let us remain steadfast in our dedication to preserving the intricate networks that sustain them. Each step we take towards understanding and protecting these vital communication channels is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. The journey ahead may be challenging, but the rewards are profound. A world where forests thrive, interconnected and resilient, whispering their secrets to all who pause to listen.